生配信をご覧の皆様こんばんは、チョコです。本日はレッドシーズプロファイルやっていこうと思います。前回の続き1個ダンジョンクリアしたところからのスタートになります。あくびちゃんこんばんは、ありがとうございます。ロードなんかちょっとあれだね、夏休みに向けてどんどんとホラーゲームが発表されておりまして、ちょっとね今日もねちょっと新しいなんかアーリーアクセス版らしいんですけど、ちょっとホラーゲームやりたいなと思ったんですけど、ちょっとねこっちを今日はやっていきます。でだ、一応サブイベント的なものをやってみました。なんかサブイベントなのかなって感じですね。例えばなんか家の前で蜂がうろついてるんだ、退治してくれっていうサブイベントがあるとして、それを受けるじゃないですか。したらその辺で飛んでる蜂を倒せばサブイベント完了。犬がってなってるけど、その辺にいる犬を倒したらサブイベント達成、その場で。だからなんか実績でもよかったかなっていう感じですね。別にいちいちボードになんかお願いしに行くのが超絶めんどくさい。で HP 回復しない、ヒゲも生えてないんじゃない？言ってまだ2日ぐらい。実は生えないとか濃くなるかな。確かにね。でも全然なんか
Zach, let's go over our progress.
イエス、整理イエ
Got a
ス。
complicated case on our hands this time, especially as far as the Clarksons' relationships go. But in a way, it's also a simple one. Understanding them on a deeper level is the most efficient way to uncover the truth behind all this. That's the one thing I'm sure of. Zach, let's start with the people who were closest to the victim.
なんか YouTube が最近さ、チャットが下から流れるようになったんやけど、ちょっと待ってね。なんか変わった仕様。なんか下から上に流れるな。並び替えとかできるのこれ。上位チャット、非表示。あ、もう見えない。見えないな。いつもね、上からね、こんばんはって来るのにね、なんか下から上に来てるな。あら、こんなんでしたっけ？あれ何年やってんねん、YouTube。なんかちょっと最近すごい気になる。下から来てると思って。なんでだろう。パソコンがおかしいのか。
Lise Clarkson, the victim, is the granddaughter of the current head of the Clarkson family. Her mother is Galina, an ex-actress, and Lise clearly inherited her beauty.
バグか。でも確かにな、こんだけだってねえ、もうスマホ一つで YouTube アップできますもんね。僕なんてさ、パソコン買ってなんかね、そのサウンドなんちゃら買って OBS ダウンロードしてガーって設定してやってるけど、何でもできるね今。プレイステーション4とか5だけでもできるもんね。
Except for her eyes, that is. Lisa's eye color matches that of her father's.
敷居が下がったんですよね、配信の。
Now, do you remember who Lise Clarkson's father is?
リース・クラークソンの父親。出てきたっけ？ダニー・クラークソン。
That's right. Lisa's
That's
father
right.
is Danny Clarkson.
知らんけど That's right.
His real name is Daniel E. Clarkson. He's from Florida and used to be the CEO of a talent agency.
へえ。
Danny struck the heart of Galina and successfully became a member of the esteemed Clarkson family.
ああ、仲間入りを果たしたか。
Despite being the son-in-law, he acts like he was born
ああ、
Clarkson,
婿養子、あれか、あいつか。
but he's still just the son-in-law. Next comes what happened to Lise. According to Alexis, Lise said that the man was as tall as an oak tree I believe that's the same 10-foot tall giant who made the fingerprints we found in the cold storage warehouse. Now, what did this man do to Lise prior to her murder?
そのまま担いだ。ジャズバーへ誘っていた。チョコサンデーを取り上げた。つけ回していた。あ、ジャズバー。これ。
No, that's not it, Zach.
No!
Lisa's mother, Galina, is the one who always took her to the jazz bar.
Oh my god.
I don't think our giant is that much of a gentleman.
チョコサンデーは取り上げんやろ。つけ回していた。
Yes, that's it, Zach. The man as tall as an oak tree followed Lisa around and watched her.
あ、そうか。そうだ。なんかつけられてるっつって。
Despite his towering stature, he must have been rather shy.
ライブを再生すると画面はリアルタイムのライブなのに音声だけ最初から再生されてるバグ。なんだろうね。まあでも YouTube ありがとうですけど、行こうと思わないもんな。なんかミルダムと、まあミルダム名前出すのもあれですけど。ミルダムとか。
Or perhaps he was merely biding his time and planned to kidnap her from the very start. If that's the case, there should have been some evidence left at the scene of the crime. Zach, we're still missing some puzzle pieces.
パズルピースが足らないってさ。
Speaking of the scene of the crime, I did some profiling in the plantation's control room. The truth it revealed to us was nauseating and horrific. But we need to touch upon it if we wish to proceed. Isn't that right, Zach?
Yes.
Who actually murdered Lise Clarkson?
リース・クラークソンガリーナ、待って、ちょっとあれを見せてくれ。お母さんでしょ。お母さんの名前なんだったっけ。ミセス・カーペンダー、ガリーナ・クラークソン、デイビッド・ジャワラ、ガリーナ、お母さんガリーナかな。
Yes, that's right. Lisa's own mother killed her while she was dreaming about some bizarre new world. This is by far the vilest and ugliest crime we've ever seen. The fact that Galina set up her daughter's body at an altar makes this case even more complicated. Remember, not a single sacrificial human murder has ever been proven and documented in all of American history. The real world is far more complex than what we see in films and video games. And sacrificing a human life for something else is no easy task. In conclusion, Zach, through our investigation, we found one character who sticks out more than anyone else. You know exactly who I'm thinking about, don't you?
Oh.
We'll need to have a word with her in the near future.
彼女から話を聞くことに
Who's
なる。
the stylish woman we saw during the profiling?
あ、はい。プロフェッサー R しかないけど。
Professor R. We haven't met her yet, but she's deeply intertwined with this case. Let's wait for the skeletal gentleman to guide us to her with an oracle. Well, Zach, what do you think? Isn't the Deep South something? The people here are just as warm as the weather, and the food is to die for. Might be nice to move down here after I retire. What, still too early to talk about that? You may be right. After all, this case has only just begun.
よし。高評価ありがとうございます。どれぐらい長いかわかんないけど、前回結構長かったよ。あ、ワニ飼ってる。
Galina can't be the killer. They're making all this shit up.
すごい。
If what you say is true, Daniel, how do you plan to prove it?
BJ クラークソン。
It's nearly been a century since the Clarksons first took control of Lucari. 100 years. I always thought my legacy would live on for 2, no, 300 at least.
I'm gonna find the real killer and beat the living dog shit out of him.
Yet it looks to me like times have changed. We ain't in the good old days no more. You understand me, boy?
Yes, sir. I'm right there with you, Paul. I'm gonna continue what you started, sir, and make the Clarkson family strong again. But first, I need to find whoever really killed Lise and bash their fucking brains in.
I saw this coming. Ever since the day Lenny left home, the town of Lucare has been cursed. We can't stop what's happening now. It's too late. It's beyond me. No. It's beyond the minds of anyone who comes from the olden days. You understand me now, boy?
Yes, sir. Believe me, I do. I'll kill him. Just leave everything to me, Paul.
Are you serious about this?
Yes, sir. Right hand of God. Look right in my eyes. I ain't lying. I'm serious. I just need you to lend me some troops, sir. We need retribution right now. That's the job I've been given, and I intend to do it.
Well then, let me ask you one more time. Are you serious about this?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm a Clarkson, and all Clarksons have a job to do. Isn't that what we always say?
Mm-hmm. Then I'll need an arm.
Yeah. What?
Well now, you want to use my troops, I'm gonna need to know whether or not you're really serious about this. Just one arm. Slide it on through that wire there, and it'll take care of it for you.
Paul, I mean, you're joking, right?
Daniel, have I ever told you a single joke?
No, but...
If you want to become a real Clarkson, then you done got yourself a job to do.
Wait, Paul, I get it now. You want me to stick it in and then pull it out at the last minute, right? You want to see if I got guts or not, but there's gonna be another way. You can't be serious, sir. Hey, knock it off, you assholes! Let me go! He's just joking with me. Let me go, goddammit! Oh, please, sir, don't do this! Just tell me this is a joke, please!
やりやがった。
I am a Clarkson. And no matter how our fortune falls, all Clarksons have a job to do. That be the law of this land.
お父さんやばすぎるやろ。なんでパンツ一丁なの？何のパフォーマンスよこれ。なんでそういう店か。 エピソード1クリア。やったぜ。エピソード2019年。あ、びっくりした。
You can hear me, right? I'll be with you soon. I'm not sad.
どうした急
Honestly,
に。
I can't wait. It's all I think about lately.
あ、ザック・モーガンの方だ。
I mean, we'll be together again. We'll get to discuss movies and food again. Everyone around here has bad taste. They don't understand things the way we do. It's a shitty world filled with shitty people. Oh, that reminds me. There are movie theaters and restaurants over there, right? As soon as I get there, let's go grab some peanut butter hamburgers and yogurt smoothies. I'm so excited you're...
ごめん、ちょっと待ってね。
Please, York, don't rush me. You just need to wait a bit longer. I still have one job left to do. I need to finish it. I have to. Or else I'd never be able to face you. Just give me a little more time, okay?
ちょっと待ってっつって、ムービーが止まらんかったんやけど。マイ・フェアリーっつってたのはあれか。2019年。戻ってきたー、マジか。またか。
So, Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson, confessed to murdering Lise.
そうだ、だから事件解決したからどうなるんだろうっつってたもん。戻ってきたわ。
But then immediately afterwards, she went insane. So you had no choice but to detain her. What a terribly convenient story. You were the first person to find the suspect hiding at a farm on the edge of town. And you even got her to confess to the crime. Right? Did anyone else get a chance to hear Galena's confession?
Only us.
まあ確かに怪しいっちゃ怪しいね。
How did you even find that shack in the first place?
確かにな。
Metaphysical offender profiling.
なんて？中国語なんだぞ。
Meta what? Should I know this word?
Metaphysical offender profiling. The term appears 6 times in the Le Carré report and 14 times in the 2010 Greenvale report. As long as you're solving cases, the people in charge don't really care what sort of words you use. But we're different. You utilized a highly abnormal method to instantly hone in on a suspect.
ああ、確かに。ケンちゃんこんばんは。ありがとうござい
Then you
ます。
did it again. And every time you used it, one term kept appearing in your files. Metaphysical offender profiling.
メタフィジカルオフィンダープロファイル。
Mr. Morgan, would you mind explaining to us what this term means?
We could try. But no matter what words we used, you'd never be able to understand.
この時がね、フランシス・ザック・モーガンなんですよ。で、僕が操作してるのは、ザックの方じゃない方やね。ノース・モーガンだから。どっ
You
ちだったか
see,
な。
it doesn't pertain to this side. Come, my fairy. Stop hiding back there and give them the explanation they so desire. What?
ゆきんこちゃんこんばんは。
You're
ありが
too
とうございます
shy.
Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
Come on out. Don't be afraid. You can do it. It's okay. Come on. Come on.
Is that all you have to say? Don't underestimate me, Morgan. I know you and the Clarksons share a deeper connection.
ごめん、ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってね。すぐ終わるよ。すぐ終わるよ。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってね。OK。
Much deeper than how it appears on the surface.
高評価ありがとうございます。明日また違うちょっとホラーゲームやっていきます。なんか気になってるやつがあって。昔アリスっていうゲームをね、プレイしたの覚えてるかな？ゴミ拾ってたやつ。あれの最新作が出たんで、ちょっとやってみます。
I need to shake him with something else that's directly connected to the Clarksons.
アーリーアクセスなんで、体験版なのかな？アーリーアクセスだから、クリアはできるけど、バグがあったっても何も言わないでねってやつやったと思う。
I'm gonna jog his memory by force.
お、もうこういう時はもうホールド押すんですよ。OK。もうサクッといっていく。
Mr. Morgan, according to you, at the beginning of this case, the victim's body was being stored in the warehouse on purpose. Is that the truth? They really put her body there alongside food and other perishables?
It's in the report.
No. The report only says it was stored using the most effective and shockingly inhuman method possible.
If you can think of a better phrase, we're all ears.
The report isn't wrong, you know. In fact, that might actually be the most accurate way of describing it. It's precise, and it's also kinda poetic.
Wow, Simon. We never would have taken you for a poet.
Right?
You two think this is a joke? Lise Clarkson's body was discovered in that cold storage warehouse after 14 long years. If you'd only done a proper investigation, we probably would have found her much sooner. That poor girl.
We still regret the fact that we never got to meet her. We're sorry, from the bottoms of our hearts.
I only hope it didn't happen that way by design.
Will you comfort me? Thank you, my fairy.
お、無造作に積まれた古びた便箋。
Those letters look very old. The postmark suggests they were sent out from Louisiana. And I suspect that dragonfly mark belongs to the Clarkson family.
Maybe.
ザックってなってるね。
So what if it does?
A stalker has been harassing Patricia Clarkson for several years now. Did you know about this? constant silent phone calls, unmarked letters. She also spotted a suspicious figure lurking near her mansion several times. And just last week, her employees spotted a strange figure lurking in the vicinity.
先週も
The day someone else coincidentally used your alias and traveled to Louisiana.
あなたの偽名と偶然一致する人物がルイジアナへ飛んだ日。
That's very intriguing. Aligned symbolism.
難しいな。どう展開していくどう展開するんやろね。
Lise Clarkson also reported being harassed by a stalker just before she was murdered. You're aware of this, correct? Because I didn't find any mention of this in your report.
No direct connection to the case. That's what we must have thought.
The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. Which are you?
That's enough for now. This all has nothing to do with the case. Besides, there's no evidence that proves those letters are from her. Isn't that right, my fairy?
I knew it wouldn't go that easily. Maybe I should try asking my questions in a different way. I could use Agent Jones here.
なくなりかけやな。あと2個しかない。
Agent Jones. Are you paying attention? Or do you intend to waste Mr. Morgan's precious time?
No. Sorry. I'm just a little tired. I'm listening.
Take your hand out of your pocket. Didn't they teach you any manners at Quantico?
Oh, right. Guess they slipped my mind. My bad. I'm actually kinda nervous. I'm not used to this sort of thing. Data analysis is my specialty, you know. I'm sure I'd be able to calm down a bit if I had some pizza, though.
The FBI needs to do something about their lack of personnel. I'll have to ask the questions myself.
これまた40分ぐらいかからんよね。
But how should I start?
大丈夫。
Maybe I should look back over the files and calmly reassess the situation.
ルカレ事件。お、
After you arrested Galena Clarkson, you had a run-in with the Clarksons. At least that's what it says in the report. What exactly happened there?
Just a simple run-in, that's all. Nothing but a single phenomenon. Chasing hollow instances like that won't lead you closer to the truth. Truth doesn't work like that.
A hollow phenomenon, which resulted in a mountain of corpses.
Oh, Belle. We think we finally understand what you're trying to say. But don't be so voracious. How about another cup of coffee? We've still got a long way to go, you know.
あ、終わった。
Yes.
まだよ。
It's coarsely ground, so there should only be 4 teaspoons per cup. No more, no less. Next, the coffee travels from the funnel to the Simon. Normally, you only do surveillance in order to gather data, correct? Hiding microphones and cameras, sifting through garbage, wiretapping, shadowing, tracing credit card histories. You'll do whatever it takes to gather data in order to prevent crimes. That's how the FBI works.
Well, yeah, you're right. No reason in hiding it now, I guess. Why do you ask?
Our Southern Belle has adopted a very peculiar MO. It's almost like she has a special power.
あ
just
あ、あれ
like
か。
us. You've been watching us this entire time, haven't you, Belle? From that window.
I don't need to answer that question.
You came here on New Year's Eve, then spent 49 hours watching us until you returned to your hotel room last night. You observed us the entire time without sleep or rest. And you only ate once, some pizza delivered by Simon. Aside from that, you never drank any water or relieved yourself. You simply sat there and continued to watch us. You have visions, too, don't you? You came here solely to hear us talk, didn't you? But then, why bother watching us for over 2 days beforehand? You didn't come to talk with us. You came because you wanted to see this apartment with your own eyes. And because you're already convinced of something. Isn't that right? He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you.
But I...
Oh, coffee. Thank you, my fairy. If you hadn't been paying attention, this coffee would have all gone to waste. The pus in our brains. It really has a way of interfering with our lives. I didn't remember. She came along. No, what's... Coffee. Yes, coffee.
難しいな、話が。お、まだやで、まだあるで。
Oh. What the Christ? This is friggin' delicious. I thought I was gonna shit myself for a second there. Come on, Aaliyah, take a sip. Trust me. I'm not exaggerating here.
I don't believe it. It's better than any coffee I've ever tasted.
Of course it is. Coffee is a sacred drink. Coffee saved us. If not for its oracle, we would be on the other side right now. So I never forget to pay my respects to coffee, especially at critical moments like this.
Big black cumulonimbus clouds are in the sky. And that sound. Thunder snow is coming.
まだあるな。やばいやばい、もうない、もうない。こっちかな。
Do you hear that thunder? It's probably gonna snow soon.
We're in Massachusetts. That's the norm for this time of year.
Well, I'm not used to the cold. If possible, I'd like to finish this up before we get stuck in a snowstorm. Agent Jones, after we're done here, Agent Jones, is something the matter? Snap out of it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know.
Do you? Then stop daydreaming.
Okay. I just...
You just what?
My stomach's been letting some thunder loose, too.
トイレ行きや。トイレ行ってきや。
That coffee was just so good,
It what? We don't have all day here.
The coffee was just so good, summoned forth a massive tsunami from within me.
Excuse me? What is wrong with you? Now is really not the time for this.
Right door at the end of the hallway.
Thanks, pal. Hold on. You can make it. We can do this. It's not very far.
We promise you, we did not put laxatives in the coffee. Coffee is a sacred drink, remember?
Motherfucker. There's no doubt that the report omitted information linking Morgan to the Clarksons. I need to get him to confess. Oh, yeah. There's a secret weapon in Agent Jones's briefcase.
OK。わかりやすい。
Have you ever seen this before? And please, don't say no.
Sang Rouge, the drug we once chased. What about it?
Sang Rouge is still circulating. It's changed shape and its composition is slightly different now. But only in a very limited part of Louisiana. You aren't surprised? Did you somehow know this would happen?
Copies of another drug being circulated isn't exactly a rare case.
But Sang Rouge is special. The inimitable Enigma powder. The origin. It has many names, and no one was ever able to copy it. We've also been trying to figure out what it's made from ever since it appeared. But it's impossible to analyze. After all, it appears to be made from common ingredients that can be found anywhere. But if you try to use those ingredients, all you'll end up with is a mundane hallucinogen like DMT. No. Sang Rouge requires a special recipe. The original recipe, which someone's been guarding this entire time. Someone who survived the incident in Le Carré.
疑ってるぞ。私を疑ってるな、こいつ。
Mr. Morgan, I heard that you were always a smoker. Did you ever wonder if that was the reason you contracted your illness?
What does that have to do with this case?
Nothing. I'm just personally curious about it.
Sometimes, people die in car accidents, regardless of how well they take care of their health. Other times, they slip on their bathroom floors and crack open their heads. Isn't that right, my fairy?
I'm not concerned with statistics. I'm just curious about you, right here, right now.
We switched over from nicotine to this. It's less addictive. That's one step in the right direction, isn't it?
Perhaps. If we're talking about withdrawal symptoms or physical dependencies. But it still seems like you're smoking too much at once. Honestly, it looks to me like you have a mental dependency.
Maybe. But so what if we do?
Surely you know about gateway drugs, yes? When a person starts to use one drug, it becomes much easier for them to branch out and try other drugs as well. The first drug acts as the gateway that leads them to stronger substances.
Oh. Are you trying to say that's going to happen to us?
No. I'm simply saying there's a possibility.
お、動かせますな。まだ1個しかないよ、でも。またこれ？
Immediately after they found Lisa's body, I went to go see Patricia. In order to interrogate her, of course.
So you told us.
But I was unable to meet with her.
She refused to speak with you, didn't she? That's so like her.
No, she didn't get the chance to. You see, she's gone missing.
What?
To put it more accurately, no one's seen her since the afternoon of the 28th. According to her employees, she shut herself up in her room for several months before she disappeared. But since that sort of thing happened often, they didn't think anything of it. On the morning of New Year's Eve, they noticed her window was open, and when they went up to check on her, she was gone. But no one knows how long her window had been open for. This is just my hypothesis, but on December 28th, a strange man visited Le Carré and was spotted near her mansion. That man must have found some way to lure Patricia into his car, the '89 Cadillac that he bought used. Then, the two of them drove north to Trenton, where they boarded a train to Boston. They would have arrived here around midnight on the 29th, or perhaps early morning on the 30th. I believe this man is the same Billy Bishop whose name was previously recorded by the airline. So, what do you think of my guess? I'd love to hear your opinion as a former FBI special agent.
Now we get it. We aren't persons of interest. We're the suspects. But what about our alibi?
What alibi?
I've had enough of your bullshit. You expect me to believe you haven't taken a single step out of this room? That Agent Jones is your witness? Surveillance cameras can easily be tampered with, especially by someone like you, who knows all about how the FBI works.
You're possessed by death. Go and take a look at your own face in the mirror. You look like the Grim Reaper. After you visited both Le Carré and Greenvale, you left a mountain of corpses in your wake. You can make all the excuses you want. I'm immune to them. Right here, right now, I want to know everything. You tell me the truth.
Yes! You're good, Bill. Damn good. You're brimming with potential. Don't you think she's the perfect partner for our last dance? What do you say, my fairy? Don't you agree? She's good. So good. What do you want to know? We've got nothing to hide. Go on. Question us. This is how it's got to be. Doesn't this remind you of something? You know what I mean, my fairy?
怖えな。怖えし、何も喋れんし、めっちゃ長いし、話。2000これに戻ったぞ。これ、チャプターごとにあんだけ長い事情聴取があるのか。
Son of a... How did this happen in my town? God damn it!
The head and limbs were severed and lined up, according to the lines that were drawn with her blood.
Whoa.
Just like migratory birds flying systematically across the sky. Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
They're severed roots.
Severed roots?
This is the way the Clarksons kill someone when they want to cut him off from the family.
And how do you know about this?
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach? There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are small traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
Yes, that's right, Patty. Galena was amputated while she was still alive, and she never resisted.
Is that even possible?
It certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Why would she ever desire that?
Mr. York, I'm sorry, but there ain't no way that could have happened.
How can you be sure of that, Melvin? Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic. This is especially true for phenomena in which humans are involved. Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
Well, no, I don't reckon I do. Yeah, might be too early to rule out those possibilities, just like you say.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this. Patty, how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
Just a short drive. You just gotta head west along the Mississippi. You can't miss it.
Got it. Thank you, Patty. By the way, Melvin, no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this? For the record, I have no intent to instruct others on how to raise their children, but...
Holy moly, you're right! Patricia, CLG! Come on, sweetie. Kids shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
Daddy, it's too late now.
もう殺人的に猫が邪魔なんやけど。もうキャビちゃん、もう毎回お前はほんまに、お前これねえじゃない、ねえじゃない。もう15分ぐらい前からもうずっとテレビの左端に左下や左下、まったく。
You sure you okay, CLG?
I'm fine. Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI. You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
Well, it did shake me up a little. But I'll be back to normal in no time. Sorry about that, Mr. York. What say we rest in the interrogation room till we all calm down, CLG?
Sure thing, Daddy. I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York. We can join back up later.
なんか RPG みたいやね。たまに RPG でないこの話がめちゃくそ長いRPG やったことはないけどなんかすごいそんな感覚が
Galena killed her daughter, so her family cut ties with her. Do you really think that's what happened here, Zach? If this is truly the ritual that the Clarksons use to cut ties with someone, why would they go out of their way to do it here, in a holding cell? They could have easily done it after we released her. And judging from how Danny Clarkson was acting, I think it's clear that he really loved Galena. How could he accept this grotesque butchering, even if it was for the sake of the family? There's no point in ruminating on this. We should get back to the investigation.
ごめんちょっと待ってね。
As long as we keep moving, the answer will inevitably fling itself straight at us.
しゃがんいけんや。やっと動かせるな。50分経ってるやんか。やっぱり20分ぐらい話続いてたよ。どこ行くって？あれ外出るんだったよね。
Hey,
You found the flying serpent. But now, the flying serpent will come to find you.
Yeah, that sounds right. And it looks like this flying serpent is a venomous one.
Some become feasts, while others are eaten alive. Which fate would you prefer?
Both sound marvelous, but let me check with Zach.
A fine answer. Find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Within the white hall of beds, brandish the ticket to the goddess. And once again, you will see the other world. Do you comprehend the oracle?
Zach, it looks like he's hell-bent on leading us back into that other world.
Follow the oracle.
Oh, I will, Hungan. There are only two types of things in our world. Things that should be resisted and things that should be accepted. And I believe this oracle is something to accept.
チャプターごとにダンジョンが一つずつで、
Do you think we're crazy for
これぐらいの時間でチャプタークリア
gentleman
って考えたらチャプター5かな。
says? No, we're not crazy. Not one bit. But I shouldn't need to explain that to you, Zach. The one who fired the pistol at heaven. Firing pistols at the sky might be a rather common occurrence for the South. Remember?
お、
Young Guns, 1988, directed by
ヤン
Christopher
グガン
Cage.
とか関係ない
There's
の
that great
金
scene where
庫
Emilio Estevez keeps firing his Colt M1877 up at the sky. Well, but that film took place in New Mexico, didn't it? And the Oracle probably isn't referring to a situation like that.
あー、どこや。
It's got to be for some purpose other than an attack or a threat. Raising a pistol. Bingo, Zach.
ビンゴ
We're currently running a race here.
で
And
す
the。one who started this murder investigation is indeed the one who fired the pistol at heaven. In other words, the person who first discovered the body. According to the files, Lisa's body was discovered by Chuck Thompson, a crawfish farmer. He apparently works out of a fishing hut located in the marshes south of the bayou. Let's go pay him a visit. Who knows? We might even get to see some crawfish. What? Why isn't the murderer the one who started this race? Zach, this isn't like you. Of course the murderer isn't the one who started the race. The murderer's running it. They're currently in first place. Any more objections, Zach? Within the White Hall of Beds. This one is even easier. There are only a few establishments that have a whole hall's worth of beds,
ホテルか病院
especially in a small town like this. I'm sure you've already got a pretty good idea about what the answer is, Zach. Beds all lined up. Only an amateur would hear that and think it must be referring to a brothel. I mean, come on. Who would ever
教会
use White Hall as a symbol for a bordello? No, a white house refers to the same place no matter what
白
country you're
木言えてた教会だな。
in. Disinfectant. You never disappoint me, Zach. It's a medical facility. They invite their patients into rooms full of beds, it's definitely a white hall. You always manage to impress me with your intuition. I'm really counting on you here, Zach, and I know I'll always be able to.
What the?
Agent York, you're trying to leave without your trustworthy assistant?
Hello there, Patty. I'd never attempt such a thing. I was simply engaging in a battle of wits with Hoongan while I waited for you.
Hoongan?
Yes, the skeletal gentleman in the top hat.
Not that story again. Is this how you always conduct your investigations?
This is the way I work.
I bet you can't find a single partner, not even in the entire FBI.
That's not true. I always work together with Zach.
Oh, right. Zach. Don't worry. I'll be your partner while you're here in our town. Now, let's go investigate.
Reese の遺体第一発見のチャックを訪ねると、2つ。で、サブイベントも多分増えてるだろうけど、あれリスが家に入り込んであちこちを荒らしている。これやったぞ。これもやったぞ。でアリゲーターは後でやろうと思って置いてた。あれベルは2回鳴らして。これもやったぞ。なんで初期化されてんのかな。あれ嘘。セーブしてなかったのかな。いやいやいや、セーブした。もういいか。あれクリアしたのがクリアされてない。あれあれおおおおおおお。ああ、分岐するんだね。ああ、とうとう分岐するぞ。今は一本道だったけど、今までは。あ、でも分岐してるけど、結局、一つにまとまってるな。なるほど。チャックを訪ねるで、ルカレの周辺に向かう。わあ、どっちがいいかな。番号順でいくか。23。リースの遺体第一発見者のチャックを訪ねよう。やったんやけどね。おかしいね。お、出た。
How's your mama? So, you're that hotshot FBI agent I keep hearing about.
And who might you be?
I came to claim the body of my daughter. My daughter, who was murdered in a holding cell after you detained her yesterday.
Zach, I wasn't expecting to run into the final boss this early. You must be the head of the Clarkson family, P.J. Clarkson. And you've come to claim the body of Galena Clarkson, whose dismembered corpse was found early this morning. Is that correct? Where did you learn that Galena had been murdered? Zach and I just learned of the news ourselves.
This is Luke Corey. And I am P.J. Clarkson. There ain't a single thing I don't know about this town.
I see. So then you must also know about the Severed Roots ritual. I have a question for you, Philip. We suspect that Galena was murdered by someone from the Clarkson family. Have you given that possibility any consideration?
Listen up, you FBI piece of shit. You better watch your manners around my
なんか
boss.
雑魚キャラみたいやね。
Shut up, Daniel.
ダニー・クラークソン。
But sir, my bad, sir.
I'll have you know I once had 3 children. But I must not have raised them very well, because my son and my eldest daughter Both ran away and never came back to me. The only one who stayed by my side was my second daughter, Galena. Then she done married Daniel here into the family and presented me with both an heir and a granddaughter. Seemed for a while as if things were finally starting to calm down. But then, someone corrupted both Galena and Lise. And I lost everything. Well, aside from my shit-heel son-in-law, that is. You understand me, FBI?
Galena's death is nothing but a loss for the Clarkson family.
That doesn't mean the Clarksons are automatically innocent, though. Humans don't always act out of self-interest, do they?
That mouth. You're starting to sound more and more like your mother. We're leaving, Daniel.
What? But my treasure...
Now, whether you end up being an angel or a demon, I reckon you're the man I've been waiting for all this time. Once you finish that autopsy, and we're clear to take her home, I want you to give me a call.
They're phenomenal, Patty. So perfectly rural. Ominous statements, foul-mouthed insults. This town possesses a complicated system of communication that you just can't find in the city. Work-centric emails are so cold and lifeless. This is what true human connections feel like. Connections as visceral as blood itself.
So, Agent York, what's next on your agenda?
The last boss may have gotten the jump on us, Patty, but I didn't let him shake my resolve. I intend to obey the skeletal gentleman's oracles, and that's that. First, we should head to either the home of the person who discovered Lisa's body or to the town's medical facility. Well, Zach, what do you think?
モーガンクソイケメンやな。どうするん？車ないで。車ないのに行くのこれ。まずここまで行って、こっから、これ、行けるよね、こっからね。OK。とりあえず移動しよう。ここやね。いやー楽。チートばかしロードが長いけど。ほんで乗ってこれ多分永遠これなんやろな。絶対車とかありえんやろ。結構狭そうやもんね。でもこの街だけじゃなくてまだなんか下にもあるんですよね。これいやこれただの川か。これだけで事件解決するのかな。そう考えたらちっちゃくない？とりあえず第一発見者のとこ
Are
行
you
って
thinking about Galena too? And all the other women we've seen so far on our travels across the states? Zach, I'm right, aren't I? This is a vast country. Incredibly vast. And it's mostly composed of mountains, deserts, and farmland, with small towns scattered about here and there. That's how America looks to me.
あ、そう、これ
Compared to the scale of
これ
this
さ
entire
裏でやってたん
country.
ですけど
New York, Chicago, and LA.
飛べないんですよ。 どうしたらいい？飛べないんです。どっからボタン押さないかんかなこれ。飛び越えないといけないね多分。どうするんだろう。なんか強化しないといけないのかな。まさかの？ちょっと待って。シュールやな。ありえんやろ。ちょっと今回街狭いしスケボーにしときますかっていう会議になったのかな。いけこら絶対無理やって。いやでもいやいけないこともない。いけないこともない。ほっ下押して上押して。さあどうする。ちょっとワンチャン。いやでも強化しないといけないってことはないと思うけどな。いきます。ちょっと直進で下押す。下押す。さっき飛べてたのになんか飛べなくなったな。よいしょ。ちょっと進んでどうしよう。倒すかな前に。ブレーキちょっと待って。なんかさっき飛んでたのになんで飛ばなくなったんだろう。
It really seemed like you knew who Galena Clarkson was.
Well, I've never actually talked to her, but it's a small town. Pretty much all folks know who the Clarksons are, and Galena's supposed to be extra scary compared to the rest of them. Back when we saw...
ちょっと待って。無理だな。無理だな。ブレーキプッシュ。看板読むか。おお、なんかいけそうな気がした今。読もう。湿地帯ツアー開催場所トンプソンズファーム。トンプソンズ、ああこれか。いやーここ飛び越えないといけないな。そんなことある？そんなことあるかな。もうダメだ。ここかしょうがねえな。ちょっと改造しに行こう。いやでもアイテムないぞ。つらい。ちょっと一応スケボー強化できる。そうか、スケボー強化あれか、装備か。スピードをなんか上げるみたいなやつが作れればいいね。このスピードじゃ足りないのかもしれない。ここ飛んで ちょっと一旦スケボー工房で
Looks like a case of bad timings. Let's come back later.
あれお昼の12時半で閉まってんの？嘘でしょ？まだ許可できないってこと？まだイベント起きてないってことか。いやしょうがないな。じゃあ福音なんちゃら行く？じゃあしょうがないね。いけねえんだもんだって。しょうがねえ。冷凍倉庫。フードデリバリー。違う。これか。ルカレ、あれどこだったっけ？ルカレ、シャッフルダート。あれなんか入れよう。あ、こいつ。サングラスしてるけど。
You again?
その腕はどうしただに、つい先日まで両方揃っていただろう。うるせえ、てめえには関係ねえ。とっとと消えやがれ。そういうわけにはいかない。私は君の娘の殺人事件を捜査していて、君の元妻は事件の重要な容疑者だ。そんな君が片腕をなくしているなんて事情を聞かないわけにはいかないだろう。しかもその元妻も何者かによって。うるせえ、てめえぶっ殺されてえのか。マイトレジャーは今でも俺の女だ。元妻じゃねえ。それは失礼しちゃった兄。では訂正しよう。君の妻ガリーナ・クラークソンは何者かの手によって殺害された。私としてはぜひとも君から話を聞きたくてね。てめえバカか。ここはル・カレだぞ。誰が FBI 野郎なんかにペラペラと情報を話すってんだ。この町は俺たちクラークソン家のものなんだ。よそ者がしゃしゃり出てくるんじゃねえよ。とっとと消えやがれ。あれは娘や妻を亡くしてイライラしていたんじゃない。明らかに何かを悔やんでいる様子だった。彼は片腕と一緒に何かをなくしてしまったのかもな。よかった、ほぼフルボイスで。少しは事件に関わる情報が得られるかもしれない。ああ、アリゲーターに飲み込まれて失ってのガリーナとされる。ああ、そういうクエストのあれ方もあるんだ。ガリーナとの大切な思い出を取り返し、ダニーの元へ届ける。右腕とともにアリゲーターに飲み込まれ失ってしまったガリーナ。あ、指輪か。でもどうなんだろう。アリゲーターを倒すだけでいいのかな。クラークソンの家にまでは行けないもんね、まだ。
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly
なんかダサそうな気がするな、飛ぶとか。どうやって飛ぶんだろう。跳ね返りがすごい適当なんやけど、これプンっていくんやけど。福音教会。
Hey, Agent York. Just so you know, Dealing with Pastor Sanders is gonna be a big pain in the butt.
A big pain in the butt?
That's what I said. But I guess you have no choice but to obey your oracle, huh?
そうなんですよね。ジェットエンジンでも積んでくれないと困るんですけど、なんかなんだろう、そのプレイステーション3とか Xbox の頃のレッドシーズプロファイルの粗さが消えてさ、パソコン版になったもんだからもう普通のアドベンチャーゲームになっちゃってんだよ。 SE も別に悪くないしね。車のなんか雑な音とかも聞けないし、今んとこ。あ、いた。
I don't like hospitals.
Why not?
They soup folks up with medicine, cut 'em up, and then they try and act like they're your friends. Something ain't right about that, you know. It goes against the laws of nature. Plus, this is a church. So you got a pastor, a servant of God, actually playing God with his patients.
I think you have a point there, Patty. These days, we can neither determine death nor reproduce without the help of modern medicine. Yeah, our world's become quite an unnatural one. Oh, excuse me.
あ、こいつや。
This is Lucare. You need to watch where you're going, or someone might end up tripping you.
男や。
Zach, it's her. The stylish woman who watched Lise die.
I've been waiting for you, lost lamb.
Hi there, Pastor. Would you mind letting go of me? I'm in a bit of a hurry right now.
So pitiful. The Lord hungers.
Here we go again.
What?
Pitiful. Truly pitiful, my little lamb.
No, neither Zach nor I.
Oh, so pitiful. So pitiful, just pitiful. The Lord hungers. 1 can of spam, 1 can of red beans, and 1 can of spinach. You are to offer up the taboo trinity.
Taboo? Don't you mean the holy?
Oh, how I pity you. Unlike us humans, the Lord never errs. Now, my pitiful agent, bring forth the taboo trinity at once. For it is the will of the Lord our God.
See? I told you this was gonna be a pain in the butt.
But Zach and I need to go after that stylish woman.
Too late now. We need to obey God's will.
The Lord hungers!
Come on, hurry it up. We need to go.
Well, Zach, I don't know what to say. First an oracle, and now an order from God? Maybe this is the trial that will yield the ticket to the goddess. Either way, it looks like we have no choice but to gather the taboo trinity. I guess it just goes to show that small towns are always filled with the bizarre and unpredictable.
めんどくさいことになったぞ。めんどくさいことになったぞ。マジかよ。あ、ただのサブイベントみたいになった。最悪や。そうなんですよ。出来が良くてね、普通すぎるんですよ。そう。いや、ジェットエンジン積むんじゃないか？やっぱり。そうとしか考えられない。メルビンのクローフィッシュ号にてスパムの缶詰を購入。クローフィッシュ号。クローフィッシュ号ってなんだ？クローフィッシュ。クローフィッシュ。行ったことないかな、まだ。 クローフィッシュ。いや、クローフィッシュ号とか知らないな。どこに書いてんのクローフィッシュって。クローフィッシュ号なんか遠くになんか、うわ、なんか遠いとこあるな、これ。クラークソン。ダニーズハウス。車で行かないと無理って言ったとこか。ないね。そうだね。ジェットエンジンを期待するしかないね。さて、場所がわからんな。メルビン。あ、メルビンだったらわかるかもね。メルビン探して。メルビン。こういうとこかな。こういうなんか、道の名前かな。メルビンってでもなんか聞いたことあるな。メルビン。あったメルビンハウス。これだ。ということは、よかった。ということは、移動して、超便利。多分物語が進んだら、おめえのスケボーいじってやるぜってなるでしょう、多分。ジェットエンジン搭載だ。これでスピードが3倍になるぜみたいな、多分熱いやつが来ると思うんだよ。多分さ。じゃないと普通の快適アドベンチャーになってるんだって。ちょっと話が長いぐらいで。確かにな、これだけで味気ないもんね、スケボー。なんかジェット積みそうな気せん？なんか積みそうな気するな。すごい意味のわからない期待度が。あら、ここかい
？Looks like a case of bad. Let's come
タイ
back.
ミングが悪い。夜か。
Looks like a case. Let's come back.
あら。ここで合ってるよね。メルビンハウス。購入する。なんか自販機でもあんのか。夜まで待つのか、また。ちょっと夜に来てみるか。お昼の12時。レストランアレクサス。間違えた。まあ確かに。こんなゲームないわ。でしかも何でしたっけ？石投げをミニゲームに持ってくるとこもまたすごいね。ボーリングはわかるけど、さすがに石投げはビビったな。よいしょ。でアレクサで アレクサで料理注文して寝て、いやその前にエジリフレーダあった。さっきこっち行って買い物して、でこっち行って料理頼んで寝て、ここ行ったらいいか。そうだね。それで行こう。そうだね、忘れてないでほしいというか、ただ前作もめちゃくそ真面目に作ってると思うんですよ。ただ僕らが笑ってただけで絶対わざとじゃないと思うんですよね、あの車の音とか。これめっちゃいい音してるもんね。ほらほら、Y1 クソいい音してる。オープン。よし。これでね、お守りもね、制作できてればね。
Do you carry any canned goods here?
Canned goods? The vermin of the grocery store? Nay, I think not.
Understood, Mirror. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Wait.
待ちたまえ。
Yes, I can see it.
How intriguing. Well then, where is the canned good I seek?
In a place where no man could ever peddle it.
I see. In a place where it can't be bought from a person.
'Twas but a trifle, for the Lord hungers, doth he not?
そうなんです。
Zach, it's in a vending machine. It appears that God wants us to go on a wild goose chase all around town.
自動販売機。ここの場合はってことね。
Thou.
ジグ。
Verily.
作成。銃の性能。違う。あとね、スケボーはないのか。銃だけか。銃だけっぽいね。つかめっちゃあるな。弾薬を冷凍弾に変更。射程距離に威力にリロード速度、装填、命中、威力4。威力マイナス2。射程距離33。どれがいいんだろう。まあ威力重視でいくか。アリゲーターがいる。アリゲーター倒さないか。完全に自動販売機。こういうとこに行けってこと？嘘でしょ？バチクソめんどくさいやん。まあでもこういうゲームって大体近くの自動販売機のはずなんですよ。めっちゃ遠いな。でも絶対。なんかアリゲーターね、いつも反対方向行くから 狙おうとしても。よし。あったあったわ。
Zach, we finally found our can of spinach. Look, Zach, even this vending machine is managed by Clarkson Food Delivery Services. But who in their right mind would sell canned goods in a vending machine in the middle? I only hope that it's not
Thank you. で、ここまで行って、あとね、あとフリーズ行ったでしょ？ OK。ここまで戻って、ワープしよう。お使いなんかしたくないんだよ。300。痛い。ちょっと行き過ぎたかもしれん。やべえ、広い。ちょっと飛ぶ練習もしたいね。上なのか下なのか。ちょっと行き過ぎたな。どこ行ってんねん。全然違うやん。びっくりするわ。方向音痴すぎるやろ。とんでもない方向行ってたよ。ここ行きたかったのに。ねえ、上に行きたいのになんで下行くん？おかしいやろ。おかしいやろ。そんなバカな話が。おう。んで、注文するでしょ。いや、BGM がいいんよな。
The air out there don't feel right today.
Is this place a bowling alley or a restaurant?
Oh my lord, what's wrong, honey? Can't tell. It says restaurant.
How do you explain that then?
That's so the customers can bowl while they eat. Convenient, ain't it? If you want to bowl, honey, you'll have to ask Mrs. Carpenter to open up the lane for you. But if you just want to eat, then all you need to do is call my name. Got it? Oh.
でもいいね、レストランに。どれやったっけ？空腹が大幅。これいいんじゃない？普通のメニュー頼んだけど。
Alexis, could I have some red beans and rice?
Oh my lord. Sorry, honey, but no can do. We only serve red beans and rice on Mondays. That's a meal you eat when you're busy. Like, it's been a tradition here. Wait, honey, don't tell.
月曜日。
Oh.
Tradition, Zach. This is it. The Deep South. Louisiana. We need to obey tradition here and come.
マジか。月曜日、今何曜日？ウェンズデー、水曜日。これあれだ、わざと月曜日まで時間稼ぎして、なんかひげ生やす、なんかひげ生えてきたとか、ハエが飛んできたっていうのを楽しませるためのあれだな。いやマジか。 月曜日まで待つの？ 5 日後。5日後信じられんないけど。5日間寝続けろってことかい？そんなことある？ちょっと待って。まあもう寝るか。5日間寝ます。なんか全然ね、時間経つのが遅くないこれ。ああ、でもそうでもないのか。いやでも、何十秒に1分経つんだろう。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、10秒。10秒で1分だ。やば。絶対無理や。空腹になったら飯食うとして、これね、ホテル料金も取られるんですよ。1日経ったら。寝る。24時間。腹ペコで死んでしまうで。24時間寝てみたいね。でもハングリー。やばいやばいやばい。ハングリーハングリー。ちょっと待って。飯食おう飯。レストラン3階だったね。やばい、体力が減ってく。
That's what I'm talking about. You can't get fined, so make sure.
注文。空腹が大幅。スタミナ、空腹。
Thanks, Smith. Next time.
ああ、オッケーオッケーオッケー。これを繰り返して、これを5回繰り返せばいいってことね。めんどくさいな。オッケー。これを5回繰り返してヒゲが入るか検証しよう。生えてないね。そんなにヒゲ濃くないのか。うい。うわ、出た。プレイヤーが悪臭激臭の場合、匂いに誘われハエが現れます。時間が経つにつれ匂いがつきます。匂いをそのままにしていると周囲にハエが飛ぶようになります。匂いにより街の人たちと会話をすると迷惑をかけて一部の動物は匂いに敏感になり発見されやすくなります。シャワーを浴びるか対応するアイテムを使って回復させましょう。とうとうハエが飛んだぞ。とうとうハエが飛んだ。ヒゲは生えないが、ハエが今4匹飛んでますね。とうとう。これでまあ多分この4匹でしょう。そんな増えないでしょう多分。
That's what I'm talking about. You can't get so make sure.
お金がどんどん減ってくな。
Thanks, mister. Next time you get...
カルイドさんこんばんは、お久しぶりでございます。今月曜日にならないとイベントが起きないから寝続けてます。ハエは4匹からかわ4匹。いやちょっと待って、ヒゲが生えてる。ダンディーになった。いいやんいいやん、ヒゲ生えてる方がかっこいい、かっこいいやん。とうとう細かすぎるやろ。別にいらない要素やのにね。これこういう細かいとこ素敵やな。
That's what I'm talking. You can't. So make.
永遠とこれの繰り返しをしてる。
Thanks, mister.
そうそう、単発でやることが増えたんでデータとしてはいっぱい残ってるね。
Next time you get a hankering for...
これはホラーじゃないけど、一応あれだ、夏に向けていろいろホラーじゃない、ホラーを結構蓄えてますんでお楽しみに。今何曜日？土曜日。もうちょっと。明日するのはね、サイレンに衝撃を受けて作ったホラーゲームらしいです。なんか目的なんか駐車場を探すみたいな、なんかサイレンの目的みたいな感じのね。どうなんだろう、 VHS 画質のアーリーアクセスなんで結構バグが多いかもしれないけど、ちょっと明日スチームなのかどこなのかわかんないけど、ちょっとハエの数がありえないぐらいになったな。クソ飛んでる。ありえんぐらい飛んでるで。
That's what I'm talking about.
こんな人おる？めっちゃハエ飛んでるんやけど。
You can't get fine eating like this at any of those diners out there. So make sure you enjoy it.
絶対これを見せたかったんですよね、制作者。絶対そうやって。
Nice, next time.
だって普通にやってて絶対月曜日になってないもんな。日曜日あと1日、あと1回寝れば OK。 だってハエが寄ってくるんですよこれ。嫌だな。嫌だな。はい、おはようございます。おはようございます。やっべえ、金めっちゃ減った。このやり方で合ってる？本当に。 ヒゲもこれマックスだろうね。ちょっとこれで街の人の反応が変わるかどうか。
That's what I'm you can't. So make
やばい、金が。この顔。
Thanks, mister. Next time you get a
これなんか服着替えるシステムというかあって、お、いる。で服着替えたりとか、あとなんだろう、服着替えたりクリーニングに出さないと服が臭くなってハエが飛んじゃうシステム。すごいシステムやね。いや、ちょっと今日の配信はちょっとハエを楽しんで、何を楽しみにしてたって、このハエが飛ぶのかどうかっていうのをね、こんなことしてる場合じゃない。時間が進むかな、これスタートボタン押してて。進まないんだったら僕トイレ行きたい。進まないっぽい。 OK。 ちょっとお手洗い行ってきます。少々お待ちください。よし、行こう。月曜日の特別メニューを食べに。食べて夜にして家訪ねてやめようか。ちょうど2時間ぐらい。 そんなに遠くないからね。すごい、何匹飛んでんのこれ。6匹ぐらい。月曜日でしょ。マンデー。月曜日の特別メニューをお願いします。
The air out there don't feel right today. You feel it too, honey?
だんだん不穏な空気が流れてきたね。あんたもそう思わないか。そういうことかな。鼻つまんでるけど。そういうことかな。飛びすぎてる。あー、サブイベントだ。ずっと鼻つまんでるな。しかもサブイベント、悪臭被害。やばいやばいやばい。
Oh, coming right up, honey. I'll put my heart and soul into it.
どれ？レッドビーンズライス、どれだっけ
？Alexis, would you mind keeping the red beans in the... I'll pay the regular price, of course.
Oh, my lord.
They're for an offering, you...
Oh, why didn't you say so? The Lord hungers.
有名すぎるよ。
Exactly. As you can see, I'm a pitiful lost lamb. Now I get it, Zach. This is nothing but a shameless fetch quest.
でしかもやっべ、話しかけるために50ドル取られるんやけど、やばいやばい。これはちょっと振りすぎる。進化してるな。レッドシーズプロファイルの時はそんなこと、ただハエが飛んでるって喜んでただけやけど、悪臭被害とかやばすぎるやろ。風呂入ろう。風呂入ってクリーニング出そう。これはやばすぎる。ちょっとスタイリッシュブラウンでクリーニング。金かかるね。あ、風呂入ってないから飛んでるわ。危なかった。シャワーが壊れてしまったようだ。豊富な水量を期待していたんだが。ところでバスルームといえばホラー映画の定番シチュエーションだ。古くは最後に始まり、スクワームのミミズシャワー、エルム街の悪夢の血のシャワーなんかが思い出される。君はどの映画のシャワーシーンがお気に入りだい？やっぱり私もそう思っていたんだ。5 ゴースト血のシャワー1980年アルビン・ラーゴフ監督。ナチスドイツの拷問船が幽霊船となった血を求めてさまようという脚本だった。いかにもあり得ることだ。あの映画のリアルな設定には舌を巻いたよ。重厚な雰囲気と名優による重厚な演技、まさにマスターピースと言っていい風格だ。特にシャワーから血が流れるシーンの美しさにはめまいすら覚えたものだ。とはいえザック、私は血のシャワーなんて浴びたくはない。コンシェルジュに頼んで直してもらわなければならないな。ハエが飛んでんだっつってのに。ちょっと待って、今なんかすごいの見つけたな。故障し止まってしまったシャワーを直すためカーサパインアップルにある全ての水栓バルブを調べる。やっべ、風評被害でどんどん金取られるで。マジか、これやばくない？ああ、ありがとう。うわ、どうしよう。なんでこのタイミングでシャワー壊れんの？コンシェルジュ50ドル取られる。コンシェルジュはどこや？シャワーが浴びれない。コンシェルジュ。
We always strive to provide our guest with the finest of service, sir. Our humble bucolic, therefore, we decide.
Great.
Exactly. Serving you is
うわ、
my
違
please
う
do
の？
let
コンシェルジュカーサパインアップル。目的コンシェルジュに話を聞く。カーサパインアップルにある水栓ということは、水栓バルブっつったら外なのかな？地下っぽい気がするけど。いや、シャワーが浴びれんのはやばすぎるやろ。ちょっと外ぐるっと一周してみようか。一応コンシェルジュの話聞くとはなってるけど、ないか、さすがに。あー、ないね。コンシェルジュ。料理人でしょ？受付の人がコンシェルジュじゃないのかな？どうするこれ。
Very good, sir. Please.
買う。戻る。
Serving you is my please do.
あら？これわからんぞ。月曜から金曜2時から5時。2時から5時。1時31分だ。2時から5時に話しかければいいってこと？やべえな。風呂入りて。風呂入りて。ちょっと話しかけてみます。あ、おった。
I sincerely hope you're having a
話す。ご堪能いただけていますか？それが私の部屋のシャワーは壊れてしまっているようなんだ。それは申し訳ございません。モーガン様、すぐに業者を呼んで確認させていただきます。業者が来るまでどのくらいかかるんだい？来週には問題なく到着するかと。来週だって？はい、仰せの通りでございます。当館の設備は200年以上前からの伝統的なものとなっております。ですからそれを調整管理できる業者も特別な技術が必要となります。だからシャワーの終了を来週まで待ってくれと。さようでございます。別の部屋に変えるという選択肢はないのかい？当館すべての客室で水回りは共通となって全部ダメか。この町に他にホテルは？ルカラの町で快適にお過ごしいただけるのは当館のみと存じます。もしどうしてもお急ぎであれば3階キッチン付近の水洗バルブをご自身で調節いただくのも手がと。風評被害が出てんだって。 OK。 うわ60ドル、やっべえ、マジでやべえ。ちょっと金額が上がってる。50ドルじゃなかったさっき。また匂いが一段ときつくなったのかい？あれか。これでいい。配管だらけでどれが正しいかなんて分からなかったか問題ない。シャワーの量が多すぎるなんて文句を言う客は存在しないだろうからね。これで OK？ 出たー。まだパズルのピースが足りないようだ。コンシェルジュに話を聞くために60ドル取られるんだって。風評被害で金がなくなる。あ、アイテム使えばいい。なんか言ってなかったっけ？匂いを消すアイテムとかあんの？スプレーとか。ライフ、ライフ、ライフ、集中力。日焼け。空腹、空腹、空腹。ダメだ。あ、なんか買っちゃった。売ってないな。
I sincerely.
マジか。シェフかベルボーイの2人。うわぁ、60ドル、60ドル、60ドル。やばいやばいやばい。180ドル取られる。いやー、65ドル。やーべえ、金が。
Very good, sir. Please.
話すわ。あ、ミントが。
Please don't.
Would you mind if I asked?
By all.
Do you run this entire?
Yes, that is correct, sir.
So you, or the three of you, own the entire place?
Oh, heavens no, sir. The chef, the bellboy, and myself are all mere employees of this fine hotel.
So the Clarksons own this place too?
Not quite, sir. This hotel opened its doors long before the Clarksons came to prominence.
Impressive. No wonder this building has such a dignified air to it.
Indeed. This is probably the only building in all of Lucare that has managed to retain its original appearance.
So, who's the owner? I simply must know the name of the person who had the fortune and sense to come into possession of such a fine building.
The owner of this hotel is none other than...
Zach, that's the fourth David. It all makes sense now. It'd be stranger if only the owner was a completely different person. I sincerely hope I get a chance to meet him during my stay here.
If I may, Mr.
Why not?
Unfortunately, our owner has a bit of a... The three of us here describe him as having a... fraction.
ちょっと待って、これでアイテム使えばミントガム食べます。減った減ったかな。とりあえず5個噛んどけばこれぐらいで。えやらんないけど。
I sincerely hope... I sincerely hope you're having a jolly good, sir. Do give me a tinkle.
もう風評被害はなくなったか。鳴らして。
Very good, please. Serving you is... Please do let...
あれシェフか。マジやばいんやけど、全然ハエの量が減らない。
That's what I'm talking. You can't get fine eating, so make sure. Thanks, mister. Next time you get a...
あれベルボーイでしょ。うわー、時間が変わってる。8時から10時。おーい、マジかよ。ちょっと待てよ。なんで風呂直すのにこんな時間かかんのおかしい。これはね、これは策略にはまったな。月曜日まで寝て起きて寝て起きてを繰り返してハエでみんなに笑ってもらって、その後に風呂入ろうと思ったら、シャワーが壊れてるっていうのは、これは制作者のレールの上で乗ってるな、多分これ。悔しいな。また悪臭漂うやんか。やべやべ、金が。これ裏でちょっとやっときますね。ここだけちょっとあ、ハエがいなくなってる。寝て起きたらいなくなった。お風呂いいじゃん。
Very good, sir. Please. Serving you. Please do let...
あれ
I
ベルボ
sincerely...
ーイ。ベルボーイ。8時から。あ、間違えた。間違えた。ちょっとハングリーになってるね。9時から11時だから9時に起きればいいのか。ちょっと待って。 お、健康維持報酬ありがとう。9時に起きたらいいよね。合ってるよね。9時から10時やね。まったく。とんだサブイベントやね。またハングリー。飯食おう。もうお金がない。シェフでもいいんでしょ？あ、でもベルボーイって言ってたか。書いてたね。ちょっとなるべく安いので。ヒゲも風評被害になるかな。ヒゲは別にいいよね。ダンディーぐらいな感じでしょ。これでベルボーイ呼べば。
Very good, sir. Please.
話すないけど。
Serving you is please do let.
え？9時31分。月曜日から金曜日。ベルボーイ。チューズデー。ベルボーイ。ああ、お前こっちか。
Sure is some sun out.
秘密すら出なくて困ってる。お、2階の廊下の一角。2階の廊下。OK。ほんでどうせまたあれでしょちょっとまたシェフに聞かないかんのやろ。また2階の廊下。どこや。あったー。全開にしたって。なんかシェフに話を聞くってなってるけど気のせいかな。いいか、シェフに聞くか。これで全員に聞いとけば。で、ベルで読まんでもどっかにいるんでしょ多分シェフ。いないね。
That's what you can't get fine eating, so make sure.
話すっていうのがないんですよね。あれ ?9 時31分。もうまた時間変わってる。11時。11時。OK。11時。すごい。すごいめんどくささ。11時。これだけでもやっとかんと。あ、間違えた。間違えた。11時。 よし、これで頼むで。シェフシェフシェフ、おったー。
Gonna be another hot one today.
シャワーの水圧はどうだった？たまらねえ感じだったろう。部屋のシャワーが壊れてしまってるようだね。このホテル自慢の水圧とやらを味わうことができないんだが。あとどこだろう。お、1階のトイレ付近。1階のトイレ付近、OK。これで終わりなんちゃう？ 1 階のトイレ、ハングリーだから飯食っておきます。金が結構あったのにな。ひげも剃っとくか。
Thanks, Miss. Next time.
1階のトイレ。こっちやったね。
Whether it's a restaurant or a hotel, the key to charming your customers is how you present your bathroom. I'm sure you feel the same way, don't you, Zach? Now this is the kind of bathroom a person can really get excited about. It might even trump the one we saw in that drug dealer's house in Austin. Remember? The art piece on display in there utilized the natural curves of human ribs in such a novel way.
OK。あったー。これで風呂入れる？出たー。これだよ。これがシャワーというものだ。この勢いがなければ真のシャワーとは呼べない。そうだろ。これを存分に堪能するために配管工の真似事までやったんだ。文字通り溺れるほどにシャワーを浴びてやろうじゃないか。それにしても FBI をシャワーの修理工として利用するとはね。3人のプロフェッショナルたちはなかなかのやり手だと思わないか。君も気づいていたんだろう。彼らは修理業者を呼ぶのが面倒だったのさ。だからわざとらしく白を切って私にバルブを調節をさせたんだ。この街は面白い。実に面白い。そう思わないか、ザック。風呂入っとこう。ビーズだ。シャワーを修理したら魅惑的な宝玉まで手に入れてしまった。お、5色のビーズの中の一つやって。なんか水圧は全然。マンションとかもしかしたら水圧変わるのかな。僕一軒家なんで。結構ホテルとかはね、上に上がればひげ剃り報酬とかの。あら綺麗。やっと終わった。よし。それではご視聴いただきましてありがとうございます。ちょっと明日レッドシーズお休みでちょっと他のゲームプレイしていこうと思いますので、よかったらまた遊びに来てください。それではチョコでした。ありがとうございます。